57-year-old Timothy Ongepa boards a bus at Kencom Bus Terminus in Nairobi's Central Business District. Ongepa has been doing this for the last 33 years. His destination is Kibera's Kianda's informal settlement, where he has lived with his family since 1984. Ongepa with other passengers on board are charged 50 shillings each to Kibera. This is the lowest bus fare rate being charged. During peak hours, the bus fare shoots up to 80 shillings. It gets even worse during the rainy season. Another option for Ongepa would be to use the cheaper rail transport. However, the commuter train plying the CBD Kibera route only operates during weekdays, meaning he has to depend on the unpredictable bus fares most Nairobi residents are charged by transport operators. However, Ongepa's prayers for a cheaper transport mode seems to have been answered following the reintroduction of the friendly fare National Youth Service buses in the city transport sector. The government has rolled out 27 buses meant to alleviate the transport crisis in Nairobi, and commuters only part with 20 shillings as bus fare during peak hours. Eventually, the NYS buses will now start charging a flat rate of 50 shillings regardless of the distances and the routes used by commuters from high population areas of Nairobi such as Kibera, Kawangware, Karubangi, Githurai, Mwiki, Mukuru kwa Njenga and Mathare.
Nauli ni nzuri kwa sababu tusaidia kulingana na economy tuko nayo saa hii. Enyewe tuko na shida kwa sababu sile siko sahihi, mara nyingi wengine wanabadilisha bei.
Bei inapanda mpaka labda unashindwa. Labda unaona hiyo 70, lakini unaambia 70 ama 50 na unaona labda uko na pound.
Marion Wanjiru and Joyce Wamboi, both university students, can also breathe a sigh of relief.
Kama wenye sasa tunalipanga like 100 kutoka Tao kwenda Limuru, sasa tunaona itatusevia pesa.
Kwetu ni poa sana. Zitakuja kutuokolea sana.
This is not the first time efforts have been put in place to relieve city residents of the Matatu nightmare. There was the Kenya Bus Service, Neo Bus and eventually Stagecoach Express, all fought by powerful Matatu cartels hell-bent on controlling the lucrative trade. And for the Neo Bus, corruption appears to have ended their existence.
Kini wasiwasi ni kwamba sijui kama sitadumu na hiyo bei sababu jinsi bei ya mafuta inapanda kishuka, I don't know kama watamake.
According to venye naona wataharibia wengine biashara.
Maybe someone is just trying to avoid the other people for doing their business. But 20 bob, it will not work because even from here to Kibera is 50 bob with KBS.
But even before they make intros on major routes, the NYS buses have received a cold and bitter reception from the influential Nairobi Matatu Operators.
That is the same procedure yenye walienda ku-launch cashless system, ambaye hawakuacha president a consult watu wa chini, makanga na madereva. Dakika mwisho multi-billion project ilienda ikaanguka.
The operators are now threatening to paralyze the transport sector to protest the introduction of NYS buses.
It seems there is a cartel of few people somewhere who are planning to steal money from the government in the name of assisting Kenyans through NYS.
Kwanza hiyo magari inaleta jam. Walikuwa wanasema itapunguza jam lakini inaleta kwa sababu inakuja inaingilia mahali popote.
In the meantime, Timothy Ongepa is on his way to meet his family in Kibera as he keenly watches the events unfold. The introduction of the National Youth Service buses that have begun to pick passengers right at this particular spot at the Kencom Bus Terminus is perhaps the latest attempt by the government to try and influence or rather control the transport industry right in Nairobi County. Seth Olale, NTV.